Hello, 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 my spookies! Welcome to Mudborne, the demo. Why? Because of one single line. In this game, which I think is like a frog collecting slash breeding game, you can find frogs with tiny heads. And that's why. That is pretty much all I really know. So, what's your name? Okay, hold on. Oh. Oh, I like the nice. Okay, blue and red. No, red, blue, red. I want a blue, blue. I like blue. What's your name? Oh, yes. Wake up. What? Mudborne, it is time to wake up. We have been hibernating for too long, and now we are trapped. I'm sorry, frog god. Restore the gate so that we can return? Take this to guide you. Excuse me. This is very, very small. Hopper? Hey, how you feeling? The name's Hopper. Chapter complete. What? Chapter completed G. The. What keeps? Oh, it's clicking on this even though I'm up here. Oh, that's weird. I brought you here once you respawned. Ha 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 ha. Respawned. Yeah, ha ha ha. Pulling you out the mud took it out of. Wait, pulling you out the mud. Out of the mud took it out of me. I'm not quite the froglet I used to be. The pond mother told us you'd be coming. That's that eldritch being, maybe? Said you'll be able to help us out in restoring this place? I'm a carpenter, trained at the guild and everything. Anything you need, I can make it. Just bring me the raw materials and I'll do the rest. I can also get you up to speed on everything I know. Respawning isn't great on the memory, but you'll get it back in no time. Anything else you need, let me know. Otherwise, I'll let you hop to it. Okay, open to start. If you're reading this, then you've probably just had a bit of a rude awakening. No matter though, as this guide will help you pick things back up. Each section has a specific theme. You can do things in any order you like, and use this book as much or as little as you want. When you're ready, click next to move on. I like guides. Okay. Get moving. I can move. You can walk up and down stairs and ladders as well as through any doorways. Maybe knock first. You can also use stone lily pads to hop across areas by clicking on them. Okay. Using item. You always use whatever item is equipped, either in your hotbar, 1 through 9, or the mouse, to change. Oh, like the wheel? Or whatever is held with your mouse. Hovering over most things will show a tooltip with more info, including items you can use on it. Let's start by using the axe of yours to cut down some trees, as all good games begin. Chop down a tree. Okay. So I need to... What was it? G? Okay. Okay. Chopping down a tree. Why? What is the X? Shift. Hold shift. Draco fly bugs. A pretty dragon? Did you forget the N? Fly flittering in the reeds can be caught with a net, can be eaten. Oh, I can't eat them. Oh! Taste salty. Flavor discovered. Oh, I could right click. Times 5! That's right! Oh, I'm like a dragonfly eating extraordinaire. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Whoa. fellow frog, common green. Gen 1, a fellow frog can be caught with a net. What is the thing above it? ANOURES 4444. What is that? I don't know. All I know is I'm supposed to chop down a tree. Like this tree? Cool. Oh, I just realized this up here. Okay. Alright, I chopped down a tree. Excess baggage. You can carry a surprising amount of stuff in those cute dungarees? Dungarees? Of yours? Items that don't fit in your hotbar will be moved to your inventory. You can open it anytime with E. If you need more storage than that, you can get some items later to help you with your hoarding addiction. Open your inventory. Okay. Ah, I see. Sure. But I just... No. Is this my in... Was that... Okay, there we go. Alright, what's this one? Taking out the trash. Your inventory has built-in trash slot. Items in here will be destroyed when you place another item on top. You can also send items to the trash by hovering any slot and pressing del. Most items have a use, though. So if your collector's impulse tells you to keep them, you're probably right. Oh, you have no idea. I will go through entire video games and just keep everything because, like, you never know. What if I need that Salt Grove acorn? Or the salt? These buckets? Compendium? Do I need these? I don't know. What do I... Here, I'll just get rid of these logs. You can't put that there. You just... Oh, it's under my webcam. I think. Alright, you know what? Where's my delete button? Oh, it's the bottom. Alright, cool. Boing. The most placed objects have a little menu. You can open on them by clicking them. You can move menus around by dragging their title bar. And close them by pressing escape. If you want to learn more about a menu, you can press the little question mark. How handy! Open a crate. What does that have to do with a crate? That you were just talking about menus. Now you want me to open a frog ham marker? A large stone pillar engraved with frog ham numerals. You can make out the following code. What? 7174444. What? 717. I mean, I see it, but what the? One thing at a time, spooks. One thing at a time. Interact. Oh, I bet I can put crap in here. Okay. Alright, open a crate. Cool. Look it up in case you haven't already guessed. This frog-themed reading simulator has a lot of books in it. There are 4 main books to guide you that you'll find on your journey, including this one. You can access your books at any time using the item, the bar at the bottom of the screen, or the hotkeys FGMN. Check the encyclopedia. Like, what was this? Was the encyclopedia? Shortcut F. Ah, okay. Ancestor. Genetics? Known lineage genetics. Found in droves all across the waking world. You can't miss them. Frogs, encyclopedia, critters. What? What does all this mean? Don't know. Alright, nice work. Now you've got a handle on things. You can get back to saving the pond. If you get stuck on anything, be sure to check this guide. You can revisit any previous chapters whenever you like. As a reward for your patience, take this map with you. I have a feeling you're gonna need it. Cool. Seems like a lot of stuff. Tools of the trade. Okay, I got a map, I guess. I don't know what to do with the map, but I'm going through the book. You may be a small frog in a big pond, but there's plenty of wildlife, even smaller than you. Your magnifying glass lets you quickly, that's not the correct let's. Any frogs, bugs, or spores you might come across without needing to pick them up. Perhaps it'll uncover things. I have inspected a frog before. Using your bug net, you can catch both frogs and critters. Once you get close enough to a bunch of flies, use your net to go crazy to pick them up. Frogs will make you work for it, so you'll have to chase them, the little rascals. But that just makes it fun. Catch a bug. Oh, I didn't realize I already had the net. Okay, so where's those dragonflies? Ah, fudge. Where's the dragonflies? There were like 8 billion dragonflies. Oh! I got the frog. Common green frog. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. I went to... Okay, cool. F. Common green. The most hardy and resilient of all frogs, able to adapt to any environment with ease. They are the base breeding stock for any research, the cornerstone of all species that exist today. With variants? Say it. What? Do I just, like, catch a bunch of the same ones? Oh. CG. What do I do with them? A speckled butterfly. A beauty fly. Common sight around the ponds, the beautiful pattern of their wings is known far and wide. Originating from a small group of islands, it's since migrated further north to cooler climates. Critter can be found fluttering around the red lilies that grow in the water. They're only active during the day as long as there's no rain. Okay. Again, they're in my inventory now, but what do I do with them? And what is that? Oh, I can't go them. Oh, I can't go forward. Weird. I wonder why. Okay, well, I did see anything else. Let's just go back to our book. Catch button. Book. When you place down objects and items, you might realize they mess with the feng shui, or maybe they're off by 1 pixel. Hold shift, by the way. You're welcome. Luckily, things are not permanent. This isn't a roguelike. You can use your hammer to pick them back up. Bonk something. Okay, I have to say, it's a little dinky, but I do like it. Alright, how did I open that again? E. Can I put that back down? With E? Wait, I picked it up. Can I put it down? Okay, so if I put 0, you will not let me put it down. Cool. Alright, never mind. Alright, well, I bonked something. Drop it in the bucket. Buckets are the most important item for any serious researcher, allowing you to easily move various liquids, plus tadpoles. Buckets with matching liquids will also stack. I'm not sure how you can carry 99 buckets of water without spilling them, but it's very impressive. Hold water. Water is the lifeblood of the pond and used in a few different processes. You can gather water in a bucket by using a bucket on any areas of water. You might think that's obvious, but look, here we are. You can also drop it back out into water to get an empty bucket back. Get some water. Okay. Put bucket in water. Yay, I now have water bucket. I love how it says just like, this is how simple it is. It really is. All of our modern breeding processes utilize mud to act as a base for mushroom modifications. Similar to gathering water, you can use a mud on any mud pools to grab some. While you're there, go splash about in the mud a bit. It won't do anything, but it makes a fun sound, right? Squish, 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 squish. Alright, I think that's the mud. Wait, what are those? See that? 4. What is this? Spores? Can I not get them? Come back. Back. 2. I found some spores. I don't know how to get them. Maybe with my axe? Do I axe the spore? No. Do I hammer the spore? Oh, they're gone. Well, I guess I don't do any of those things. It does make a funny noise, though. Founding gate, a reflection gate that you found towards the center of the spawning pools, up on one of the islands. You noted down the genetic lock required, so you could view it again here. How sensible. To open the gate, you'll need to create a frog with the genetics that match the lock. Hey. Sure, I'm just gonna... I got some mud. Ask you a question? While punching a tree sounds cool, we don't have a hospital nearby, so perhaps just stick to using your axe. You can chop trees, shrubs, and some other stuff too. How versatile. After you harvest stuff, be sure to replant them. I know exactly how many you plant, and I am watching you. I already did that. If you find yourself waiting for specific conditions at a certain time, why not sleep on it? You can use a bed to sleep and pass time, which will also affect any other processes at a machine, spawning, feeding, etc. You can also use a bed to commune with the pond mother if you get stuck. Sleep until morning. Where the flip do I bed? Why? Where would I find it? Oh, there's a treasure chest up here. I cannot. It's like way up there. Do I fly? Okay, so I need to bed. I'm confused, but, you know, working on it. Sure. I was promised frogs and tiny hats. And listen, I'm going to get frogs and tiny hats, dang it. Alright, all together now. Oh, those are all the tools. You'll need to get this pond restored. You can always get more tools from Hubbard if you lose them, so no need to worry about that. You've got plenty of other stuff to be worrying about, like, when was the last time you ate some bugs? Now let's move on, should we? Oh, and take this as a reward. Oh, look, another book. Alright, snug as a bug. My goodness, what on earth? Alright, well, we're going through it. Grocery shopping. The world is filled with all sorts of critters, each with their own preferred environments and behaviors. You can check your encyclopedia for hints of where you might find them, or chat with NPCs to ask them if there's any delicious snacks they found recently. If you're feeling peckish, I don't know if I am. You can eat bugs by pressing right-click to use your tongue. Eating a bug allows you to check its flavor profile. Maybe have another just to double check, and one more for luck. If you eat enough bugs, you might even get something like indigestion. Once you've eaten a bug, you can identify its flavor profile. Salty, sweet, sour, bitter, umami, spicy, and slimy. I didn't know slimy was a flavor. Later on, when you're raising tadpoles, you'll need to provide some bugs that match the flavors they like. Otherwise, they won't grow into big, strong frogs. Eat something sweet. Okay, I remember. Oh, wait, I didn't get you guys. No, I didn't want. What did I got a lily pad. No, 4. Alright, flies! Oh, I got a billion flies. A marsh fly. Okay. I just got all of them at once. That was pretty cool. Alright, so I need to eat one of the butterflies. Weren't they here? Is it too early in the morning? Maybe it's too early in the morning. So I put, what, dawn or something? Where's the time? Oh, my head is on the time. It says, oh, wait. No, that's not you. Yeah, what are you? Oh, drats! Those were the butterflies. Butterflies! Nom 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 nom. Yeah, he's sweet. Nothing but net. Eating bugs is all well and good, but they won't do your tadpoles much good sitting in your belly. Sometimes you have to share using your net. You can grab any nearby bugs to pick them up. Be sure to keep it handy, so you never know when a rare bug might spawn. I have caught bugs before. Trade seeker. While the majority of your bug stocks will be used in the feeding process for your tadpoles, you should still keep some aside to trade with. Different NPCs prefer different bugs and will trade you unique items for their flavors. here's one on the house. Don't say I never gave you nothing. Alright, mushroom magic. Let's go. Down to earth! To start modifying traits, we need to get our hands on some mushrooms. Each mushroom has its own effects that can modify multiple traits at once. By combining mushrooms, you can completely change the genetics of a frog to form entirely new species. Spores can form in all sorts of places if the temperature and moisture levels are just right. As you explore, you might find spores. Use your magnifying glass to note down their locations. While they'll never bloom themselves, they'll act as a guide to the conditions needed for your own farms. Okay. Apparently I did that somewhere. Reduce, reuse, recycle. To start attracting our own mushroom spores, we cultivate areas to make conditions just right. To start with, we need to make some compost using various flora you find, all that weird green junk you get from chopping trees or harvesting weeds. Trade with Hubbard for a composter so we can start. Okay. So, I'm right here. What do I need to do? I think I already got something. Okay. I'd like to trade for a composter. Okay. I would like to trade. Oh, wait. Is this what I need to trade? Bucket of mud. Oh, I have 4. But trade. Okay. I need wood. 3. I still don't entirely understand the whole genetics thing. But, maybe that's just something we need to figure out. Alright, so 1 bucket. I only need 1... Trade. Alright, cool. I think I got it, right? Oh, the dragonflies! Different combinations of flora can form different types of compost. Some have unique effects like increasing moisture level or increasing the number of mushrooms grown. Try experimenting with different layers to make different compost, or just to look the recipes up on Game Frox. Boo hiss. Okay, so they said something about mud. So I think that I'm gonna be composting around here. So let's make ourselves some space here. Alright. I can't pick that up. Alright, so we have a composter. I'm gonna put it here. And then leaves. What the? Compost heap, leaves. Is that wood? Wood. That. Salt. Waterproof? Add an empty bucket. Okay. Uh-huh. I think I did it. Oh, it's still going. Alright, so I'm gonna sit here and stare at it till it finishes. Right? I must admit to the universe that, although it may seem to be otherwise, I have no flipping clue what I'm doing right now. I seem to have a lot of frogs, though. Just let them go. Very slowly. It's going. It's almost there. This is fascinating Let's Play material, isn't it? Composting in real time. Okay. Got one, right? Leafy compost. Okay. I have compost. I have compost. It's in my inventory. Leafy compost. What more do you want from me? I made compost game! Wait. I made compost. Alright, so while that's doing something, I guess I'm gonna go to the next one. Because can't do that one. Alright, now it's time to actually start the job we've been tasked with. Uh-oh, I feel like skipping is a bad idea. And get to restoring all those lost species. Through the use of different mushrooms, we can modify the genetic traits of frog spawn. Depending on the final traits, you can create all sorts of weird and wonderful frogs. Oh yeah, so that previous chapter was totally not important in any way, shape, or form. Alright, to begin with, you need some frogs. So get catching them. You can use your net to catch frogs, similar to catching bugs, except most of the frogs like to make you work for it and will hop away when getting close. Common green frog is extremely hardy species and the perfect genetic baseline to start work. Okay. If you're feeling a bit weighed down by frogs, you can release them by placing them down. Frogs don't move too far from where you put them unless you chase them, so you can keep your hordes out in the open. Even if they escape from you into deep water, they'll just pop back up somewhere else. Okay, that's actually good to know because I have a lot of frogs. You and what army? Okay. Quick only. Am I supposed to make like 3 of them? Oh. Alright. You may have noticed that frogs like to jump all over your stuff. If they're getting in the way, you can give them their own stuff to jump all over instead. Hopper makes all sorts of fun decorative items that frogs like small spas or houses. Keeping your frogs in here makes sure they don't go anywhere else. Get a spa! Alright, well the compost is composting, I guess? So, I'll go and get a spa. What do I need? Hopper for the spa. I have many questions. Alright, a large spa. A small spa. What is this? A white lotus. 2 white lotus. Alright, we'll get a large one. So, I'm assuming this is the white lotus. I got us something. Red lily seeds. Did I get lotus? No, I got 1. Okay. Alright. I have to say, it is extremely relaxing. So, like, it is very chill. And I feel very chill playing this. Like, I'm not in a rush. I'm just confused. Alright, a large spa. So you want 1. Alright, 2 of these. Gosh darn it. Trees, come here. Come here. Be chopped down. No, no, no. Alright, frog, go away. Go away, frog. Frog. I don't think I need these. I'm not 100% sure what I need and what I don't. Okay. So, I got wood. So I'll go over here, like, right. Okay. I have a large spa. Alrighty. Now you have some frogs. You can use one of Hubbard's spawners to collect frog spawn. Putting 2 frogs together in a spawner will start the process of them kissing. Don't just stand there and watch them, you weirdo. Once they're finished kissing, you'll have some fresh frog spawn ready to modify. Alright, so I gotta go back in here and get a spawner. Feeder, nursery, spawner. What is this? A small crate. Well, how do I get a small crate? Okay, and a slime. Okay. Give me one of these. So now I have a small crate. Spawner. And wood. There. Okay, so can I just put these things down anywhere? Sure, and here's this. Okay. Okay, so take 2 frogs and watch them kiss. Smoochy, smoochy. Oh, that's gonna take some time. Okay, so while they're kissing, I do like the dialogue. It is really funny. Okay, now it says I have compost. All right, so let's go back to the mushrooms while they're kissing. All right, by adding our compost to Hopper's cultivators, we can make our own mushroom farms. Take that, nature! Depending on the location, time, temperature, and moisture, different spores may form. You can check your encyclopedia for hints on what conditions certain species require to spawn. Go get a cultivator. Okay. Multitasking, y'all. Multitasking. I'm gonna at least get to the end of the book. Alright, so that's a cultivator. Okay. I have those. Okay. Do I want 2 of these? Nah, I should be fine. One at a time. One at a time. Okay, so this cultivator? Why do I have 3 of them? Heck if I know. Alright. Add some compost to start. Okay. I'm following instructions. The temperature depends a lot on the time of day, but later we'll be able to push those to extremes for more hardy species. Moisture depends more on where your cultivators are, but also boosted by the rain. You can view temperature and moisture levels of your current position at any time at the top left screen. Okay, you can't see it because that's where my face is. There you go. Once spores form, the mushrooms can fruit at any time as long as the conditions are right. Ready for your harvest. As you harvest shrooms, your compost will slowly degrade. Be sure to give it a refill now and again. Try setting up some cultivators on grass during a rainy day. Okay, on grass. So I want to pick this, hit it with my hammer. Okay. On grass on a rainy day. Well, it's not raining. Alright, so this is grass. Oh, look, there's a little heart. Must be some frogs kissing. Can I just place one down? Or do I have to specifically wait for it to rain? Sure, I'm just gonna leave that there. Alright, so I can't do anything until we get mushrooms. So let's go back to my kissing frogs. Oh, I see. I can store that there. Are you done kissing? Yes! I have no room. Fudge muffin. Wait, do I? Yes. Oh, I just have... Alright, let me... Do I need any of this stuff? I have no idea. Bucket of mud? Bucket of water? Don't know. I don't know. Okay. Not that one. This one. Alright. While we wait for our frog spawn, we can start working on our magic mud that will allow us to modify traits. Magic mud is formed from a combination of mushrooms, and mud in a cauldron. If you haven't already read the previous section, Magic Mushroom, now is the time to do so. I'll be waiting. Alright, so I need to harvest those mushrooms, but it's not raining. And I'll also... Okay, you guys can just go chill in here. You're taking up space. I feel like I threw them out, but that's fine. Alright, I need a cauldron. Alright, 1 wood and 1 slime already in there. A tray. Oh, no. A bucket of water. Have that. What's this? Mushroom powder. Powder from crushing mushrooms. Okay. Alright, so everything now depends on these mushrooms that I don't have. A kill. A kill. Forecast, 8 a.m. showers. Alright, I really need those showers, like, really bad. I need mushrooms, please. Please give me mushrooms. I don't know what I'm doing. I just need mushrooms, please. I said to put it on the grass. I have no more compost. Bread. Try setting up some cultivators on grass during a rainy day. This is exactly what I've done. I mean, it's not day, is that why? I just want to read these a little bit. Genetic makeup. Each frog has 7 different traits that make up its overall genetics. Amplitude, nobility, odor, umbrage, ribbit, energy, and saturation. I love how it's the genetic trait of ribbit. You can view the traits of any frog by viewing it. Its trait card will show in the bottom right corner. With different combinations of traits, you can create all sorts of different species. That's very cool. Amplitude is the measure of how big a frog is, both in general dimensions and in weight. Lower amplitude frogs are useful for getting into small places and generally looking adorable. Higher amplitude frogs can be unwieldy, but their weight allows them to be used as counterweights for certain machinery. Yes. Nobility is a measure of how classy a frog is. Less noble frogs are looked down by others for no better reason than their lack of style. More noble frogs are usually looking down on others. Umbrage is the measure of grumpiness in a frog and how much they're ready to start a scrap. Lower umbrage means more chilled out frog, and at extremes, this can even use the temperature nearby. Kind of cool the temperature by my chilled out frog. Higher umbrage means it's more likely the frog will have a tantrum, and at the high end of the spectrum, they can even boil the water around them. Energy is the measure of how much energy a frog has and their motivation. Lower energy frogs are extremely lazy, preferring to wait for bugs to accidentally fall into their mouths. Higher energy frogs are highly resilient, almost uncontrollable in how fast they hop around the place. Full spectrum. By mastering all the traits, you'll be able to fully restore this place back to working order. Obviously, this is a demo, so you've only got to play 3 to play with. So I'm just teasing you with the rest, so you go and wishlist my game, please, and thanks! However, I'm not entirely heartless. Take this for mastering those 3. I don't have any. Saturation is a measure of how damp a frog is and how much moisture they retain. The lower the saturation, the drier the frog, to the point where they can even take in excess moisture from the environment. Higher saturation, the wetter the frog, and with some species able to even produce more water than seemingly exists. Ribbit is the measure of the sounds the frog makes and their volume. The lower the ribbit, the more quiet and reserved the frog is and more respectful of others sleeping at night. The higher the ribbit, the louder the frog, reaching such levels as to actually become a harnessable energy in the form of work machines. Odor is the measure of how pungent a frog is, how much of a little stinker they are. The less odor, the more clean-smelling the frog, some able to even filter the air through their pores. The more the odor, the more unlikely the frog is to have friends, unless they happen to have some good nose plugs. So it looks like odor, amplitude, and nobility are the 3 we can play with. Oh, wow. Playing God. To get things back in order, you'll need to work your way around the pond, restoring species as you go. To start with, you'll need to create some new species to work with to allow you to access the dream world. Get a hold of some stout funnels to create a very chonky frog. Okay, so I'm stuck with the mushrooms. And normally I would just kind of keep dinking around to figure this out. Except for one wildly large problem. And that wildly large problem is the fact that it's past Missy Spook's bedtime. I didn't think this game would be, and it's not complicated. It's just I don't know what I'm doing. I say I really enjoy the little the books. Those are really funny. Um, I like the stuff that you say and how you explain things. Normally, I'm not a fan of reading tutorials. Like, why is it block texting? You know, block text is never the way to go. But, give me these. But I find myself not minding this too terribly because it's funny and you add in the little tidbits. And so I do actually like that. I wish there was a little bit more because like I said, honestly, I it was really hand-holdy and then I really don't understand what I'm supposed to do with all of this. Oh, you don't have any food. And so I'm like, okay, I think I put this here and does this go here and this I don't know. I'm very confused about the mushrooms, and if I had more brain power, maybe I could figure it out. Maybe it's super obvious. Maybe. But, I can actually feel my brain cells leaving my body. As my body is like, why are you still awake, Missy Spooks? You have to work tomorrow, Missy Spooks. Why do you keep playing demos? Because it's fun, brain. That's why I keep playing demos. Should I be sleeping? Yes, but I need some salt to make more fertilizer for my frogs. Alright, there we go. It's 8 o'clock. It's damp. It's daytime. And it's raining. These are the exact conditions. Hey, look, mushroom. Oh, guys, maybe if I just kind of, like, follow the game and do the conditions that the game tells me to, I'll actually, like, get mushrooms. Not in bloom, though. But there are mushrooms. I don't know how I get mushroom powder, but at least there are mushrooms. I just had to do what the game told me to do. And the instructions are pretty good. Like, you know, this tells you really what you need to do. I've just harvest the mushroom, set up some cultivators on grass during a rainy day. Daytime being the thing. Hey, mushrooms. You see how she keeps playing even though she said she wasn't going. Gee. I'm just gonna read it. Later, you'll be able to harvest the spores themselves and form all sorts of interesting new mushrooms. For now, you'll just have to settle for all these wonderful natural premonitions. How boring! As a reward for your progress, take this compost recipe. I think you'll find it very useful. Yay! And this one, I already did it. Yay! What's this? Once we have mushrooms, we can put it in a special crusher machine. It allows us to crush them into fine powder. Powder! To use it, simply add your mushrooms and then put a bit of elbow grease to pull down the, whatever the heck that is to form the powder. A bit of manual later, I'm afraid. No rope work machines for you just yet. Alright. Missy Spooks is a completionist. Missy Spooks works in the morning. Missy Spooks needs to stop playing video games. Alright, guys. Hit the like button if you want me to go to bed. Pity me. Pity the spooks. I worked very hard today. I did. I got so many videos done today. I'm very proud of myself. And this is a good one. I'm not, like I said, my energy level does not reflect this game in any way, shape, or form, and I don't want anyone to think that of this game. It is interesting. The whole combination. I'm kind of bumbling my way through this because I don't really understand what it is because I literally just got the game. But I will say that the instruction books make what could be really overly complicated, really simple because it's funny. So it's literally like, do this, step one. You're like, you don't need to tell me how to chop a tree down, how to do that. But then once you get to like the mushrooms, you're like, oh, you told me how to do the itty bitty baby steps, and now I know how to do the little bit more complicated steps. So I do actually like this hand holding compendium right here of all the little baby steps, because I have a feeling it's going to be, here's the genetically altered frog of ridiculousness, but because you went through the baby steps, you know what you're doing, people. Oh, now I'm getting mushrooms galore. Look at this. Getting mushrooms all day long. So it's actually, this is good. And I bet you can make all sorts of really, 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 really cool stuff. This is just going to be a very rare instance where the Missy Spooks does not finish because the Missy Spooks needs to stop. Alright, guys. If you liked that as much as I did, hit the like button. We all like buttons. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much. And I cannot wait to see you guys when I am much more awake in the next video. Good game, guys. You made a good game. I liked it. It is a very good demo. Go play the demo. Go play it for yourself. See what cool stuff you can make. And then put pictures of frogs with tiny hats on my Facebook page, okay? Bye!